The Free Winter Juvenile Hurdle will close out day one of the Cheltenham Festival. This is for the 4-year-olds handicap. This one was not quite good enough for the triumph. Super Bowl, Daniel French, Termy Loose, Paul Parsons, Condorcet, Martin Linham, Buttons, Matt Cooper, Mighty Joe Young and White Forest for Derek Hinton, Alfie Cotton for Stu Gray and Steel Machine for Nick Driver. Surprised there's not a bigger field for this one, to be honest. They're away and racing. And White Forest and Mighty Joe Young for Derek Hinton are the first two to show. As they head towards the first, I'm not quite sure where all the 4-year-olds have gone this week, so I don't think the Triumph has got a massive field. They've taken their chances in the handicaps. But anyways, White Forest is in the lead. On Steel Machine in second, and then closest to a Super Bowl with Condorcet in the stripes. The one that's just struggling to go the pace at this point is Alfie Cotton for Stu Gray at the back. It's White Forest. The two Greys in the field is going to come up and take this flight. That'll be the final flight next time round. And White Forest is the leader from Steel Machine in second. Then Buttons is third, Condorcet fourth. And then Super Bowl is fifth, with Mighty Joe Young sixth, and then Termy Loose, and finally Alfie Cotton. So it's been an interesting day so far. If some of your horses have run to where you wanted them to, you're doing okay in Stu's tipping competition as well. It's White Forest. Skips over to third in front. From Steel Machine in second, Condorcet is third, Buttons is fourth. Then Termy Loose. The grey on the inside of Super Bowl in the orange jacket. And the back two are Alfie Cotton and Mighty Joe Young. So Alfie Cotton's got past Mighty Joe Young, which means that Derek Hinton's top and tail in the field with his pair at the moment. And White Forest will lead over the fourth. That's the midway point in the hurdling. Condorcet's jumped up into second. Steel Machine and Buttons, Termy Loose and Super Bowl. Alfie Cotton just trapped in a pocket at the moment, and Mighty Joe Young is the back marker. White Forest continuing to lead. They get over the fifth. 3 more to take. And they're stacking up behind this leader, but he's pelling Raiders at the moment. Still leading by a length and a half to 2 to Steel Machine and Termy Loose. Then Buttons. Alfie Cotton is creeping through, got a great gap there. Condorcet switched to the outside. And then comes a Super Bowl. Mighty Joe Young is running on as well. They're all still in this as they get over to third last. With just 2 to take, they're now in the straight. There's only 6 lengths between the entire field, but that field is still headed by White Forest. Alfie Cotton has now moved through in a second. Mighty Joe Young is coming through on the outside, and now all of a sudden it's a 1-2 for Derek Hinton as they take the second last. It's White Forest in the lead from Mighty Joe Cotton in second. Then comes Alfie Cotton third. Super Bowl is in fourth. Then Termy Loose, Condorcet switch wide as they race down towards the final flight. Then now it's Alfie Cotton who's hit the front. Alfie Cotton coming down to the final flight in the lead, clear by about a length to Super Bowl in second. Over it they go. Oh, Super Bowl nearly went. Condorcet is flying up the centre of the track, but it's got to be Alfie Cotton. Termy Loose is getting closer. Alfie Cotton goes the lead on Termy Loose and Condorcet. That was either the coolest or the stupidest jockey you've ever seen in your life. And Stu Gray will be absolutely, well, he would have been ranting if he'd got beaten there, because that jockey is sitting motionless as Termy Loose is grinding into his lead. But it's Alfie Cotton that takes it for Stu Gray. Termy Loose for Paul Parsons was second. Condorcet for Martin Linham third. So 1, 2, 3 for the commentators. Super Bowl back in fourth for Daniel French. Steel Machine for Nick Driver was fifth. And that's day one in the book. I think day one's the only day where all the races are at Cheltenham. Tomorrow we've got races at Cheltenham. I'm pretty sure we've got a bunch of hunters for Stu to get his teeth into as well. But I hope you had a decent day one, and we'll see you on day 2.